Hello everyone, welcome to Moneycontrol's Ideas for Profit. Today we are going to discuss about Gujarat Ambuja Exports Limited, which is a company in the agro and the fruit processing segment. Well, the company had a very strong Q3. In terms of the top line, they did a top line growth of around 16%. Operating margins also expanded by around 70 basis points. On the bottom line, the company had a profit after tax growth of around 27%. Overall, it was a very strong performance from the company in the Q3 earnings, which were driven primarily by the maize processing segment of the company. Talking about the key highlights from the results, well, the company operates in three major segments. The first is the maize processing segment. Well, the company had a top line growth around 55% in the maize processing segments. Well, in terms of the margins, they same continued to expand. However, the profits were weaker and therefore the EBIT profits were higher by 41% on a year-on-year basis. The primary reasons for the jump in the strong performance of the maize processing segment were the hike in realizations as well as the capacity utilizations. So that really aided the performance of the maize processing segment in the quarter gone by. Well, the other processing segments, which is the agro processing segment as well as the cotton yarn segment, had a fairly subdued quarter. The agro processing segment witnessed some volatility in terms of the margins and therefore the bottom line continued to remain under pressure. The cotton yarn segment again had a negative bottom line, and that really dragged the operating performance as well as the bottom line of the company in the quarter gone by. Overall, it was a strong set of numbers which was driven primarily by the maize processing segment of the company. Well, talking about the stock outlook, well, the company is the largest processor of maize in the country with a market share of around 21 to 22%. The latest expansion which the company had has catapulted its position and further fortified its market share in the maize processing segment. Well, in terms of the realizations, the prices of maize, which is corn, as well as soybean have been on an uptrend in the last 2 quarters. The production of maize has specifically been impacted by worm attacks as well as the rainfall deficit, and that really has had an impact on the prices of the. So the realizations are expected to remain firm in the near term, and that really bodes well for the earnings of the company in the coming 2 quarters. Well, in terms of the capacities, the company is operating at a capacity of around 80% at this point of time. Further, they are also expanding their capacities in West Bengal, which provides the long-term revenue visibility over the coming 2 fiscal years. Overall, the company is well positioned to further gain market share as well as propel its earnings growth on the back of capacity expansion as well as realizations. Well, in terms of valuations, the company is trading at around 9 times FY19 earnings, which appears fairly reasonable from a long-term perspective. Investors therefore can look forward to accumulate these stocks on dips. Well, that's it about Gujarat Ambuja Exports Limited. For more views and updates, do log on to moneycontrol.com.